Hey everybody, this is Lynn from A Bit of Birdsong. I have a journal I want to quickly share, and let me just tell you a little bit about this one. I'm on my way out the door to work. This journal is actually for my workplace. One of the things that I love to do is make a journal, and we leave it in a certain spot, and it is for our customers to write in why they love our creative use center, the Scrap Exchange, so much, how much they love it and why they love it. And we get beautiful messages. I love to be able to be interactive with the customers like that. So this is made from a photo album, and my stitching got a little sideways there, but did this one pretty quickly. And this is definitely a junk journal. Love to end up seeing the messages and the art just off the cuff that ends up in these things at work. There's a tiny little key here that hangs at the bottom, and I covered the inside of this with fabric. The front and back is just one piece that goes straight across. I just cut a piece and glued that down, and then it's one signature, and I sewed that in with the hemp cord. It's really heavy. I love using this. Anyway, so let's go through this quickly. There is a pocket here. I will probably put something in that, cards or whatever. Just, this is the fun thing about junk journals. So just every little thing is adorable and something to look at, and I see people just going through these and being so intrigued. So, you know what? Let's just stick that in there. Anyway, I'm going to be listing a few paper packs over the next couple of days. Some of the elements in here are from that paper I've been using. This is from a large calendar page. I don't know if you've seen those frames that hold the calendars that are really tall, and they each have artwork. So when you buy the calendar, it's 12 individual posters, and you slide them into a frame. So some of these are posters from one of those calendars. I have this really pretty clear paper that's got the butterflies. This is a sort of wrapping paper. So I put a message under here. We love when you leave messages for us telling us how much and why you love the Scrap Exchange. We're glad you're here. And just flipping quickly because I have to get out the door. This has got a lot of distressing around the edges, a lot of ink stamps, my alcohol inks, some little images cut from collage pages. I will have some of those to list, and a lot of white space for people to write and create. And some of the paper elements in here, there's another one of those posters. There is a pretty image from a calendar from, I believe it was 1990, but the paper on this is so nice. I did make a couple of tags out of some pretty images from a textile sample book, and I got some more of these little bobbin covers. These have the prettiest pale yellow color, Clark's bobbin, and there will be 10 sets of these in each pack I'm going to be listing soon, so you get 20, but see, you have the front and the back of each bobbin. And of course, I use the thread if it's able to be used. I don't just tear these off and then throw the thread away. Sometimes thread is dry rotting, so you can't use it, and I always rescue these labels to use in paper crafting. So just going through, you can see a lot of space. I love these stamps. I like the messiness of this journal. It does add interest to every page. But again, it gives a place to write. I have some negatives, some little strips here. There are quite a few of those in each pack, and it just adds interest to the pages. This is from a stencil. I just took my brush and my Tim Holtz Distress ink and went around the stencil really quickly. Another one of those images. That's another one of the calendar pages. There's just a little strip of that butterfly wrapping paper. There's one of these cards in each of the packs that I'm going to be listing soon, and it'll probably be, it could be tonight, but it may end up being tomorrow or Sunday because I work a lot of hours in the next couple of days. But I love that Pears soap ad, and just little bits of different kinds of paper, this wonderful stamped paper, and these faces that are on acetate, there are some of those. You can see children's book pages, more stamping. More wrapping paper. I love this. There's going to be some of this in each pack. I just wanted this one to feel bright and colorful. The last one had more of a, I guess, a Victorian or shabby feel. And I wanted this one to be more really junky and kind of grungy. And there's another one of those pretty calendar pages. We're at the center here. I love this wrapping paper as well. It was on a roll, but it's got some nice thickness to it. So this kind of laid out flat pretty easily. And there's some of this in each pack. There are images in each pack too. There's another one of those faces on the acetate. And then some more pretty paper from those textile sample books. Stamped the word junk there, Junque. I'm infatuated with that word this week. Never really used it before like this. Let me pull these off. I had the paper clips on to let the glue dry. This is a playing card that I just folded over the edge of the paper. And there is a pocket made from an envelope. I glued the back of it down, and then the flap, I folded the flap in half and glued it down. So those are pretty. I have some of those for the packs. More children's pages, book pages, and stamping, and just distressing, just messy distressing. It doesn't have to be perfect. This is just like stippling from the brush, just splattering water and ink on the pages. And there are some of these images in the packs that I'm going to be listing. These are from calendars as well. One of the things I love to do when I'm distressing with a page, I don't worry. Like if one page is shorter than another, I don't worry about going outside of the edge if this is the kind of journal I'm going for, because I think it makes a really neat frame on the next page. I love that stamp. These are like industrial type images. Where's one of those other ones? Something about ink. Maybe there's another one before we get to the end. I love that stamp. And more of that paper. See, there's an example of going around the edge, and it leaves this really pretty square. And then take these off, and we're at the back. So again, I've used some of these bobbin covers. I took one of the cards and just sewed it to a piece of heavy paper, and there's some really pretty paper in this pack. There are also some of these envelopes. I stamped this one, and I give the stamp long enough to set in with this Distress Oxide, and then I go over it with a brush with water on it, and you get a really nice faded effect. That's two stamps. It's the bird cage and then a bird stamp on top of that. And of course I just glued in my Birdsong stamp. But let me go back and see if I can find one of those ink stamps that I like so much. It's one of my favorites, and I bought it used. I had no idea I would like it so much. There it is, Superior Solid Rubber Type. So I'm going to stop. I have to run out the door. I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for supporting my channel. It means so much to me. I just enjoy interacting with everyone, and I hope everyone has a good day. Bye for now.